Morning everyone. So this morning I'm wearing, well, obviously this yellowy green thing here, but I'm wearing red. And the reason I'm wearing red is because I'm going to be talking about how we can often convince ourselves that what we are doing is green and amber, but oftentimes it's red without us realizing it. So remember the 3 green behaviors: thinking, communicating and improving. Those are the things that if you do them in the right proportion and have them in your diary in the right amount, will take you, your people and your organization upwards, make you better. Then there's the amber behavior, monitoring and directing. Those are the things that will maintain status quo, keep things where they are and manage risk. Then there's red, doing, and there's brown, floating. And those are the things that if you have those in your diary too much, will take your business, your people and you backwards, make you worse. So about 2 weeks ago, was having a catch up with somebody who is a previous client of Diary Detox, and it was nothing to do with Diary Detox per se. We'd contacted because of my recent publication of the book, What Are You Doing? And we just thought we'd catch up because I was interested to understand what was going on in their business and vice versa. And as we sat down, it became apparent that things in that person's business weren't going quite as well as was once the case. Nothing majorly serious, just things had kind of petered off a little. And as we were having the conversation, as is always the case, my mind just started to kind of wander into other areas. Specific to that person, I wasn't getting bored of what they were saying. And it just occurred to me, and I said to them, just out of interest, what colour is your diary right now? And what I mean by that is, what's the predominant mix of colours you see in your diary for this week and last week? And they said, well, it's majority green, some red, but majority green. And I said, okay. And as is always the case with this, even when I take people through a diary detox and they want to use it as a manager in order to conduct their one-to-ones with their people, I say, don't worry about challenging the brown stuff. Nobody kids themselves about brown stuff. And don't worry about asking about the red stuff, because nobody kids themselves over red stuff, and probably not so much over the amber. Always start with the green. So if somebody says their diary is majority green, ask them about that. And so that's what I did. I said, so what kind of things have you got in your diary right now that are green? What's that green stuff that's consuming your diary? And I can't go into the specifics because it would probably make it clear who this person was, and I want to, respect their anonymity. But as they started talking through 3 things that accounted for the majority of the green stuff in their diary, it became clear to me that they were actually red things. And so I echoed that back and I said, so in terms of those things right now, look at one of them. Would you say that that per se is making your business better? And they said, well, not better per se. I mean, they'll get you more sales. I said, yeah, but you always assumed you'd get sales. You have a sales target, and all those things are to achieve that sales target. And they said, yeah. I said, so that's actually just, that's red. That's doing what you do. You are there to do sales. I said, and we did it on the other 2 things as well. And it was the same. And I said, so just out of interest, I said, now what colour would you say your diary is predominantly? And they said, well, without a doubt, is red. And I went, okay. And I said, don't forget, your diary is telling you a story. And I said, if your diary is predominantly red, that story is that things, if you continue as you are, things will go downward. They'll be on a downward trajectory. And I said, that's basically what you're seeing. And they were really surprised. And I think one of the things I wanted to kind of say on this is that we can convince ourselves that the things we're doing every day are green, when in fact they may not be. And a classic one is sales. People believe that, well, if I'm going out and selling, I'm making my business better. It's like, no, you're going out and doing what your business does. Making your business better is creating a new product. Making your business better is maybe approaching a new market that you've never ever approached before that wasn't within your current sales targets. But if you are aiming at the same people, doing the same things that you've done as your business, producing the same products and delivering the same products, that's you doing. You are doing what your company was there to do. So I just want to make you guys clear, be careful. Be careful when you categorize things. Make sure that this stuff that you're categorizing as green, there's always a litmus test. Is it making your business better Or is it just enabling your business to do what it does? If it's better, it's green. If it's to do what it does, it's red. That's not innovation. That's not taking things forward. That's it. It's not quite a short one, but I thought it was a really important one. I'll be doing a few more in the next 2 or 3 videos about how we can convince ourselves that things that we think are green are actually red, or things that we think are green can be brown. Great one coming up soon. Anyway, if you were interested, have a look on my website. Go to Amazon, get the new book. It's called What Are You Doing? The Uncomfortable Truth About How You Waste Time at Work. That's it for me today. Have a great day. Have a great weekend.